Goals, planning, and vision are absolutely essential for your business, your personal life, your hobbies, and even your horses. And I absolutely believe that. And why? Because I also didn't do it myself years ago, and now it's an absolutely integral part of where I am, and the growth it can bring you is exponential. But let's take it back a step. What are goals? Why are we planning? And what is the point of a vision? Firstly, planning. Planning is the first step, and it's all part of the goals and the vision. Where are you going? Who do you want to be? What do you want to be? What are you wanting to achieve? Who do you want to meet? Where are you wanting to be in 5 years' time? Without planning, we have no direction. And the best way to do that is through the vision and the goals. And often businesses call it a mission. They have a bit of a mission statement, which sort of helps them on their general trajectory. But today we're going to look at the vision and the goals. Your vision, your goals, why they're important, and what they are. And stay tuned, by the way, because I have mentioned in the introduction, but we're going to be looking at livery yards. I've seen it many times on social media, particularly lately, a lot of interaction about what's going on in the livery yard space and how it's particularly difficult here in the equestrian industry, and how setting goals, having a vision, and knowing your plan can really, really help mitigate problems, specifically if you are looking at livery businesses, but it will relate to everybody here listening on the show. I totally believe that because I do it myself every day and I know how important it is. Vision. What is it? Now, this might sound like I'm teaching you how to suck eggs, but people don't think about that. They go, oh, well, my goal is to go on holiday in 6 months' time. My goal is that by the end of the year, I'd like to be able to afford X, Y, and Z. But actually, without the vision, there's almost no drive there because there's so much behind that which really shapes what we do. So let me explain. The vision is almost like the oracle, or it's almost like a great one is getting to the moon. That is such a big vision. Now let's just put that into your life. What's your vision? I would like to have more free time in next year because I'm planning to have a child and build a family. Is your vision that you want to be out competing at a top level for your riding ability and not have to work and have all the time to do that competing? Is your vision that you, by the end of this year or 3 years or 5 years, want to have this house in this location and I want this sort of animals on the farm and doing this with my horses and having this many dogs and a family? And is that your vision? But suddenly when you start thinking about it like that, how powerful is that? We get so stuck in what we can't do, how challenging it could be, rather than saying, well, this is what I would like, and how am I going to get there? The benefits of having a vision is that it gives you an enhanced, meaningful, daily drive. If you remind yourself of that every day, why you're getting out of bed, why you're going to do your job, why you go out to your horses in the absolute freezing cold when it couldn't be any less attractive, but you still do it because you've got the vision behind you. The vision is something which brings all of your emotions in together and really gives you a warm heart and helps you gain momentum. I really truly believe that because there have been years in my life where I haven't had a vision and I've gone, well, obviously we're moving forward and I want to get better. But what is that? Because just by saying I want to get better isn't going to reinforce your habits and your disciplines and reinforce the confidence that you have in your actions to move forward. So, in essence, the vision is where you're going. The vision is Elon Musk's Tesla. It's a vision which, without it, you could have ended up anywhere. So first of all, I'd really ask you to think about your vision. Write down what you are looking to achieve, whether that is in a year or whether you want to break it down and do it over 5 years and say, well, over 5 years, to be honest, I'll tell you what my vision is. In 5 years' time, I have the pictures here somewhere, actually, but I don't have it to hand now. Now I'm recording. It's a vision board. And the picture is of the type of property I would quite like to have or live in. It's the sort of setup and scenario that I would like to be in. It's got my ideal sort of plan for relationships and family on there. I'm trying to think what else it's got on there now. I'm saying it out loud. It's got what I want to be with the horses. It's where I want my businesses to be. It's where I want to feel and know that I am content and enjoying life in 5 years' time. Now, I enjoy life now, but I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. It's where I'm going. And like, that is so exciting to me. That's what, when I wake up in the morning, this morning, my alarm was set for 6 a.m. today because I went to bed quite late. I was awake at 5 a.m. waiting to get started. And I was like, right, let's get up. Let's go and do it, because I'm so excited about having that vision and where I'm heading. It's not something I've always had. Now, I don't want to labour on that any further. So how do we get to the vision? It's goals. Setting goals. Now, a great acronym for this is the SMART goals. I don't know if you have heard of it, but it's creating specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and or relevant. I use both depending on the situation. So relevance is quite important, but they need to be realistic as well. And then setting a time-bound time period that you're going to measure it over. Because if you can't measure it, how do you know if you're achieving it? So it's got to be all of those things. It'll be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Okay, so that's the basic setup. Now, this is a great place to start for setting your goals. Now, let's just focus on this year. You got your vision. You know what you're wanting in the end. So how are we getting there? This year, I'm going to do this. And if I do this 5 times, I will have my goal, or my vision, in 5 years' time. Do you see how I've worked that out? So I've got my vision. I'm going to go with 5 years because that's how I work. 5-year vision. Divide that by 5. That's yearly manageable tasks and steps to take to achieve it. And I'm saying it out loud, it sort of feels revolutionary. It's obviously not, because I was taught it a long time ago and I'm going over it today. But doesn't it just make so much sense?